Hey, it's Dr. Misty, and I am back with another episode of Decoding Health. Today, we're going to be talking about minerals. Last time, we talked about the hierarchy of healing and the cellular environment. So, our cellular environment cannot be measured in blood work, but it's really important to have a healthy cell environment because our cells need a healthy cell environment in order to heal and repair. Now, the next layer in this hierarchy of healing are your minerals. This is not a cellular function, but it is the foundation for all healing. Now, minerals we can measure in our blood work. So let's talk about why minerals are so important. Well, minerals are the spark plugs that make all of our cellular processes work. We're going to talk about a few minerals here. Number one is going to be magnesium. And everybody's heard about magnesium because magnesium does so much for the body. I mean, it's involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions, everything from energy production, DNA repair, nervous system function to blood sugar regulation and relaxing the blood vessels for a healthy blood pressure. When we measure magnesium in blood work, we want to measure the RBC magnesium, which is red blood cell magnesium. This is the more accurate assessment of cellular magnesium. The next mineral is zinc, and everybody knows zinc to be associated with the immune system, which it is, but it also helps your body make hormones and supports wound healing. When we measure zinc, we want to look at zinc on the red blood cell as well. It's just a more accurate assessment of your cellular mineral zinc. And then selenium. Selenium is not just a mineral, but it's a powerful antioxidant. It protects your thyroid and defends against oxidative stress. Selenium will actually help to lower thyroid peroxidase antibodies. Selenium helps your thyroid to make thyroid hormone, and then your body convert the T4 inactive thyroid hormone to the active T3 hormone. Next is copper, and that's a mineral that most people don't really talk about, but copper helps you make energy in your mitochondria and build connective tissue. Now, potassium and sodium, everybody relates that to electrolytes, which they are, but they are also minerals. Okay. And they create the electrical charge that your cells need to communicate. Some other minerals to note here are going to be iron and ferritin. So, iron is what's in your blood, ferritin is stored iron. We need to know both of those markers to understand is your body using iron to make red blood cells and to carry oxygen for you. You know, do you have inflammation? So ferritin and iron both need to be assessed. And then one mineral that nobody is ever checking, so critical to your energy, and that's phosphorus. Phosphorus helps your mitochondria make ATP. Now you're probably saying, I'm just going to go take some minerals. Here's the thing though, taking minerals doesn't mean you're utilizing them, and it also doesn't mean you're taking the right amount, the right type, and with the right ratios. So, how mineral deficiencies or dysfunction shows up in your cells is things like crushing fatigue, because we need minerals for our mitochondria to make energy for us. Thyroid problems, blood sugar chaos, bone loss, muscle cramps, heart palpitations, hair loss, poor healing, frequent infections. Again, we don't want to treat the symptom, but we want to understand what's causing them. So when we look at the cells, we have to understand what your mineral balance is. Now, minerals don't work in isolation. As I was saying before, it's not enough to just take minerals. You need the right type, the right dose, and in the right ratio. Because too much calcium can block magnesium. Too much zinc can deplete copper. And too little sodium affects potassium. Okay, and this can have a huge effect on your blood pressure and your adrenal glands. That's why I created the cellular health audit. This is a deep dive into your blood work. Specifically, when we're talking about minerals here, we look at whether minerals are getting into your cells or not, whether they're being used, and whether you have the cofactors needed for your minerals to work. So at this point, you should be wondering, like, what's my mineral status? What's the rate? What's my mineral balance? Does my body have the minerals that it needs? Because you shouldn't be randomly supplementing. Okay. So that's why I created that cellular health audit. And that service is that deep dive into your cellular health functions, including your mineral balance. If you'd like to learn more about the cellular health audit, you can scan the code, the QR code on your screen, and that's going to take you to the informational page on this service, or you can go to drmistysens.com/cellular health. I hope you follow me so that you keep up to date with all of our upcoming content.